Hello, this is Sold Cat and welcome back to Catia. Today we are spending some time on the assembly design. So we finished the part design and now you should have about 12 files for part design. So 1, 2, 3, 12 files. And today we need the first file, the second, the third, the fourth and the 10th file. So in total 5 parts we have to open. The accurator basis from the first 2 parts, the step support, and stairs frame. So now we start with assembly design. This is a new workbench. So click on Start, Mechanical Design, and Assembly Design. A new window should appear, and click on Window in the toolbar, in the top toolbar, and tie vertically. So everything is in order. And first we rename our product. Right click on it. And then properties, under product, scroll down to part number and we call it AE111 to A. Apply and OK. So now we want to make our accurator base. So these 2 parts we want to fit together. This works like we just drag our AE111.201 file to our product A. And same thing for the second file. Just drag it and drop it on A. Okay, then we can maximize the window and see here we have our 2 parts, 1 and 2. But unfortunately they're sticking together. That's not good. So how do we move objects in the assembly design? We use the compass on the right corner. We select one object, make sure that AE111 to A is blue highlighted, so this is selected. Just double click on it if it's not. And now we decide which object we want to move. I want to move my second object, so part number 2. So I click on it, I drag the compass with the red button to a surface on my object that I want to move. For example, I use this surface there, and then I just use the axis to move it. Like I want to move it to right. Like this, so it's no more sticking into this. And now I also want to turn it because I want this end going into this hole here. So I have to turn it about 180 degrees. So let's select the plane here. Wait, I turn it. So here we have also planes on the compass. And I want to turn it like this. Well, first I have to select it. Let's make the compass again on it. I want to drag it like this. But I want to make it exactly. So I use a compass, drag it to the surface, select my object, and to right click on the plane and edit. Now I can see it's 90 degrees, so let's make it minus 90 because minus 180 degrees, and then it's turned. Beautiful. Now we also have another problem. I showed to you like this. So now it is not like constant with this object, right? So there's a lot of distance. I want to make them constant. So we are using constraints like in the sketching part, but this time we don't make it ice constraint, but also somehow ice constraint. We want to constrain so we can't move it, so it has its fixed place. So we use from the right toolbar the constraint tools, and this one is called Coincident Constraint. So select it, and now we can make like constants between 2 holes or stuff like that, or 2 axes, so they are on one line. So we select from the first part, the middle axis, just hover about it, and then you see a dotted line, select it, and also from the other part, we select the middle axis, like this. Now we have made a constraint, but we can't see any difference. It's still at the same place. So we just have to update it. So click from the lower toolbar on update. Oh, see also. Yeah, click on update or type in C. No, this doesn't work. Just click on it. And you see it's constants. But we still have a distance between here. This should be fit into this. So we make an offset constraint. We select like 2 planes and to tell the program how big the distance is between those 2 planes. So select the offset constraint, 2 below under constant constraint here. And we are selecting 2 planes. So these are the Let me see. ZX plane of both objects. So this ZX plane and also the ZX plane of our part number 2 here. And we make a distance of 1020 millimeters. Click OK and update. There we see it fits perfectly together and looks beautiful. Now we can shade with material, and there we have it. What we also can do now is like we can change the distance easily. So I just double click on it and type in, for example, 950. Then this is maximum that we can make for this. Otherwise it will, let's do 200, 100, but I think it's not inside anymore, as you can see. So let's go to 120, this minimum that you can type in. Yeah, that's all for this part. So we can save it, save as, and then save it as AE1112A, like here. And then we can close it. I minimize it. Now I tie again vertically. So now we have made a part assembly design out of 1 and 2. So now it's missing the 3, 4, and 10. This is for our stairs. So for the airplane door, we also have stairs inside it, which can fold out and in. So we assembled this now. So click again, mechanical design, assembly design. New window should appear. Tie vertically again, and right click on product 2, and we name it this time. Let's go down to part number, and we call it AE11112B. Apply and click OK. Now we drag our stairs, surface here, this one. So part number 3 to assembly product B, and also part number 10 to product B. That's all. Maximize the window, and here we see we have our stairs and our stair support. But unfortunately, it's again sticking into our object, so we have to move it to right, because here we see the elongated hole, which should fit into this hole. So let's use the compass again. Select the compass, drag it on the plane or surface. Select from the tree the part number 10 and drag it to the right, like this. And yeah, I drag it a little bit more up, so as the constraints get easier. Okay, let's drag the compass away, and now we have to make it again constant constraint. So we have here 2 holes, and we also have here 2 holes. These should fit together. So use a constant constraint again, and select from the step left hole, and on the support you also select the left hole. Yeah, like this, and again constant constraint for the right hole. So select this one on the right side, and on the support also on the right one. And then we can update, and we see it's perfectly constrained. No, well, not really. We still have a distance here between these 2 surfaces. So what do we want to do? We want that this surface, this face, is touching the inside of our elongated hole, so this face. We have a special constraint tool for this. It's called contact constraint from the right side here, below constant constraint. Select it, and select the 2 faces that should touch. So I select the inside of my elongated hole here on the step support, and the outside of my step here, this surface. And I update it, and there we have it. It fits perfectly in. Well, now we have it on the one side, we also need it on the other side. So we use the same tool like in a part design that we have done. We want to copy and paste something on the other side. It's called Symmetry. So select from the right tool Symmetry. Select the plane where we want to make the symmetry. I use, let me see. I use a YZ plane from our stairs. So part number 3, the YZ plane. And as a part I use from tree 10, part number 10. There we see a window appears. Just click on finish. Takes some time to load and close. Now we see we finished our first stair. Now we can shade with material, and here we see something weird. For some reason the program didn't copy our material for our stair support, so it appears like blue. We can change it very quick. Just click on Symmetry. Wait, make this Symmetry of AE 1111210 and apply material, others, and plastic. Apply material and click OK. There, we fixed it. Now it looks good. Well, now we can save this file. So save as and AE2B. We save it. I already have saved it, and now we tie vertically again, but don't close it. We need it now. So now we have used our part number 3 and 10. We made a single step, but we want to have more stairs for our airplane doors. So we make a new product. So click again on mechanical design and assembly design, and type vertically. And now we copy and paste, drag the part number B, not part number B, but product B, to our product 3. And also the stairs frame, part number 4, to product 3. So we have both inside it, and then we can maximize it. We still have to rename our product 3, so properties, scroll down, and we call it AE 11112. C. Apply and OK. So now we have our stairs frame and our step. We want to fit this stairs frame to this hole here. So the hole where our arrow is, that's why we have the arrow. That's the first hole which should fit into this hole. But make sure that you have turned your object in the right position, because this can get a little bit tricky. I will show it to you very clear. So you turn it like this. So the wall from our stair support, this wall here, should be pointing towards you. So this is pointing towards you. This is the wrong side when it's not pointing to your direction, you know. So turn it like this, and here this end should stick into your direction. So we will move it with the compass, so we get a little bit clear. So select your compass, drag it on it, select your object, and turn it. The inside is in our object where the arrow side, and the outside is this side. So the outside should touch this wall of our stair support, and the inside, the arrow side, should point to the middle of our stair inside. So we turn it like this, and then we turn it and drag it a little bit to the back, a little bit down, and a little bit to the left. No, that's not the left. Like this. And now it's in the right position. So here we have our hole, there's the other hole where it should fit in, and there's this wall which is pointing towards us, and also our object is pointing towards us. So now we use a constant constraint again for the hole where the arrow is, and select the middle axis. So you have to zoom in to select your middle axis of your hole, otherwise you can't select it, and also of our step support here. Select it and update. There we see, it's good. And now we also want to have it more close to this, but don't touch. So if we touch this face, well, this would stick into our object, and that's not realistic. So we use an offset constraint again, offset constraint, and select this wall, and the outside of our stairs frame, here, this face. And we make an offset of 2 millimeters. Select 2, and then click OK and update. And this looks beautiful. It fits perfectly. So now we already finished it. Our stairs is fixed to our object, but there's still something wrong, because if we move the compass here and we want to move it because this is a movable stairs, so if we move it like this, it can be like this. This is unfolded view, and if you fold it in and again, it's like this. Oh, it's like this. But we already have still have to use a compass for this. We want to make a constraint for this, which angle is between our stairs and our stairs frame. So we use an angle constraint from the right toolbar, angle constraint, and we select a plane or a line on our object 4, so on the part number 4. But I always use this plane here. It's much easier, I don't know why. And the surface of our step, the top surface. And we need an angle of 45 degrees. Let's update, and there we see. Now we can change it every time without using the compass, like 20 degrees or 90 degrees. Yeah, but let's go back to 45. Update. Okay, but now we just have one stair up. Our stairs doesn't just have one stair, we need 3 more. So how can we make it? Well, we can copy and paste it and then constrain it again 3 times, but this waste of time, we can make it much quicker, because we used, for making the stairs frame, we used the rectangle pattern tool. And with this tool, with this rectangle pattern, we also can copy and paste our stairs to these holes. So we are making another pattern again. Click on Insert and Reuse Pattern, and then search in before searching, click on Pattern and here this line, and then search in part number 4 for your rectangle pattern. So you have to open it, expand tree, and go to part body, and then you see rectangle pattern 1. Click on it and component to instantiate. I don't know how to spell it. Select your product number B, just from the tree, like this. Then 4 steps should appear in orange, or red is it, I think. And just click on Apply. And okay, there you see, we just copy and paste steps with all the constraints. So we made it just in 1 second instead of wasting 20 minutes for it. Now we also need the stairs frame on the other side, because, well, we need 2 of them. So we use again a Symmetry tool, select as a plane any plane that you can find on the stairs. For example, I use this plane here. And for the stairs, I select from the tree the part number 4. This, finish, close. And there you see we finally finished our stairs. Like this. And this time it applied the material. Good for us. We don't have to do it again. And here you can see we just can easily change the degree, how if it's unfolded or folded. Oh, let's fold it out. I think it is 550. I'm not sure. It is unfolded angle. The folded angle is it 0? I'm not sure. I think it's about 5. Oh no, it's 0. Yeah, like this. So now we made our beautiful stairs. Let's do it again to 45. Good. Now change it to 45 and then just click on Save As and save it as AE1112C. So that's all for this assignment. In the next assignment, we will spend some time on finishing our airplane doors. So we fit in our stairs and to our airplane door, but before this, we construct the airplane door. Well, makes a lot of fun. So if you have any questions, just comment right below in the comment box. And thank you for your attention. See you next time. Goodbye.